Could this picture be the planet Nibiru? Well, it could be. It's an official photo from NASA about a star, and it says a cannibal star consumes neighbour. But this is a rather interesting photograph, which may or may not be the planet Nibiru. Well, actually, Nibiru is not a planet, it's a dwarf star. So that's, again, part of a perceptive deception that's being pushed, especially by Zecharia Sitchin. Let's take a closer look at this official NASA photograph, which was taken by a very powerful telescope called the Chandra telescope. So if we just take this picture here and just take a closer look at it, you can see that it's got what looks like flames coming out the top and the bottom. Okay, you do not own a telescope like Chandra, nor do I, so we can't actually take a photograph of that thing ourselves, so we just take their word for it. Wow, look at this, this is what it looks like. But is that really what it looks like? Let's just give it a little twist here and turn it 90 degrees and just make it a little bit bigger. And look at that. That, to me, looks like what we have been taught to believe, if you like, that Nibiru actually looks like. Okay, and that is that it's a red planet and it has these two kind of wings of fire coming out from the side. So, is NASA's photograph correct in terms of how it's been presented, or has it been rotated? I tend to believe that this is how this dwarf star looks, that it has these two flames coming out the sides and not the top and bottom, that they've rotated the picture. Now, why would I think like that? Well, you see, I believe that NASA of course are Freemasons, you know, witches basically, because if you're a Mason, Illuminati, a Wiccan, a pagan, a Druid, proper one, not one that just hangs around in those groups thinking that they're part of it when they're not. I'm talking about whether you're really one of these people, then you would use exactly the same symbols, and they do use, all of them use the same symbols, and they all worship a sun god, and the sun god is Helios, who is Apollyon, the beast from the pit from the book of Revelation, whose father, believe it or not, is Zeus. And NASA named all of their Apollo moon landings Apollyon, Helios. You know, that's the beast from the pit. Why would you name your so-called moon landing rockets after the beast from the pit from the book of Revelation if you're not worshipping Apollyon, Helios, the beast from the pit, if you're not Illuminati, pagan, Wiccan, Druid, if you're not a witch? Why would you do that? Okay, so I think I've got that bit settled now. So I believe that this picture is like this, with the two flames coming out the sides and not the top and the bottom. Let's just add to this evidence, okay? Let's take a look at this website here. It says here that this dwarf star is a more evolved version of our sun, capital S, located about 1,000 light years away. Well, 1,000 in Greek is Helios. Helios and Helios, Apollyon, they're all the same thing. Let's just take a look now at the telescope, the Chandra telescope. Okay, Chandra is a Hindu so-called god, okay? Now, we've got a picture of Chandra here. I'll just make the picture bigger for you. And as you can see, that Chandra is making finger signals, which is associated with Freemasonry, and is wearing a domed head hat, which is the same sort of thing that you would find in ancient Babylon and Egypt and so on, where the Nephilim had these elongated heads. And there seems to be a reptilian scale design underneath, and more Masonic shapes and symbolisms around him. So Chandra is basically a god, allegedly. I don't believe that because I'm a Christian, okay, but I believe that he's a Nephilim. He's also called Rajan Ipati, which means Lord of the Night. Well, who's the Lord of the Night? Who's the Lord of the Night? Is it not the devil? He's also called Kshuparaka, which means one who illuminates the night. Isn't that again the devil? It goes on. Chandra is also the word in Sanskrit, Hindi and other Indian languages for moon. It is the middle name of the Hindu god Rama. Ra? Well, is it again? Isn't Ra the name of like the king of the gods and that, associated with Apollyon and with Zeus. So we've got this NASA photograph here, okay, official NASA photograph showing us this planet with these two red bits going out of here, and we've got this classic symbolism of Nibiru, but with the flames coming out the side there, taken by a telescope named after a Nephilim giant, with all associations to Lucifer, from an organisation who named their rockets after the beast from the pit from the book of Revelation. I think that I prefer to believe not what my eyes are shown, but what my mind and my knowledge and my beliefs are telling me about all of this. And that is that this picture is incorrect in my opinion, and that it should be like this, with the two jet flames coming out of both sides. I think that this, again, because of all of this evidence, is a reference, a cryptic reference concerning the coming of this dwarf star Nibiru.